So a lot of people are pretty upset right now. Most of us were anticipating that we'd get 2 new 5-star characters in the 1.3 patch for Genshin Impact. And as it turns out, in the first look at the 1.3 update, we found out 2 important things. One is that we're going to have a Xiao banner followed by a Keqing banner right afterwards, and the second one is that each banner is going to last 2 weeks approximately. Now this is super strange for Genshin Impact miHoYo because typically we do see 3-week-long banners for Genshin Impact, and each one is connected within roughly 24 hours of time. And shortly after 2 banners have passed in each patch, the next patch will be released. As miHoYo stated on the forums at one point, they want to keep their patches once every 6 weeks. So the obvious first thing to point out is that we have a weird patch schedule going on, or what looks like a weird patch schedule, considering that we may see 2 weeks of downtime between the next patch, or the next patch may come early right after the Keqing banner. That is, of course, if they choose not to do a rerun or a different kind of banner that they just haven't announced yet, but either way, having 2 weeks for each banner is a little strange. Now, while I'm super bummed about not being able to get Xiao's banner up for more than 2 weeks, I am super excited about these next 2 things. In the case we don't have downtime, miHoYo could either release the patch early, which I don't think is very likely because they did say they want to stick to a 6-week schedule, or they can release an event banner rerun. I think this is highly likely because in other gacha games, typically event characters come back throughout the year to make their rounds, and banners just kind of accumulate over time and stack up until people are able to roll on multiple banners at the same time. A lot of people who agree with me have been talking about how we may see the return of Venti since he was the first banner character, but I have another theory. We know that recently Zhongli has been undergoing some changes, and I anticipate that because some people skipped on him due to community outroar, he may come back in a new banner as a sort of redemption arc for those who want to be able to get Zhongli, and for those who already bought Zhongli and want a chance at higher constellations now that they know the character has been fixed or updated. But in the case where we don't see a Zhongli rerun, it's possible we could see a new character released in those 2 weeks as well. We really just will have to wait and see. But the second part that I'm excited about is that we have a Keqing banner for 2 weeks, and a lot of people are really bummed about that because she's a 5-star in the standard banner and you can get her on pity for the event banner. So a lot of people already have access to her, and if they don't have access to her, they don't want to waste their intertwined fates on her when they could use those on a new event character or an Archon or something of that sort. So I'm here to tell you guys today that Keqing, while she's an amazing character, is an easy skip, and what an easy skip means for all of you is that you get more time to save up fates. The reason I'm so excited about this is because being able to save up fates means that, my wallet's gonna be happy. I didn't invest into GME, so obviously I'm gonna need that. But also, I'm gonna be more likely to get the new characters that come out after the Keqing banner. Now, again, we don't know how things are gonna actually turn out, but in the case where it is a rerun for Zhongli, that means that the next 2 weeks I spend on Xiao, if I just happen to miss Xiao, I get to save the rest for Zhongli, and I don't have to worry about spending money on a new character. Because, believe me, it would be really tough if they came out with 3 characters you had to get in the 6 weeks time rather than 2. But anyways, TLDR, it means Keqing banner is an easy save, which means you get to save fates, which means that you get a better chance at event banners in the future if you don't want to get Keqing. And if you do want to get Keqing, then this banner is already a plus for you anyways. But the way I see it, it allows us to save some more money and even potentially put it into the weapon banner if we want to, because we know that we have a new spear coming out, and if you know anything about gacha games, power creep is real and kind of unfightable. There's no way that Xiao's not going to be strong because miHoYo released Ganyu, who was very strong, and if they were to release Xiao, the character that everyone's been hyped for since the beginning of Genshin Impact, in a poor state, things would be awful for miHoYo. You'd be looking at another Zhongli situation. So what that means is that characters over time are going to just gradually become stronger and stronger, and eventually miHoYo is going to release some content that's going to challenge those characters. But it's a gacha game, so eventually we're going to overpower everything. But I guess my point is that spear has a really high potential to be really strong for one of the new characters, or even for pre-existing characters. So with all these things in mind, it makes sense that a Keqing banner would be good for the consumer, because though it does put off new content a little bit longer potentially, it is allowing you guys to catch up. And not to mention, Keqing's an awesome character. Though Electro isn't super strong at itself, her character design is really amazing, and she's super fun to play. So even if she's not completely broken like Melt Comps and Ganyu, she's still an absolute monster unit. In the case where a new character doesn't come after the Keqing banner, or that the update doesn't come after the Keqing banner, what this could mean is that they've devoted some of their character team into working with the world, quest creation, map, and all of those things to try to push out those updates in either a better state or as larger updates. And personally, I prefer more content over more characters because I'm already content with the characters I have. I love my characters, and if I got some more, that would be really great, but I would much rather have more world to explore, more puzzles to solve, and more story to follow. So in the case where they are diverting converting some of the MiHoYo staff to a new developmental area, this could be really good for our updates in the future. And maybe we're reading too far into this, maybe this isn't actually happening, but either way, I can see a lot of positives for Genshin Impact in the future if work and pacing are being addressed in a positive way. Keep in mind this is all speculation, but it's definitely not out of the question. So in summary, you have more time to save fates, we may be looking at faster schedule patches, and if not, we could at least be seeing some more positive changes in how thorough all of the patch updates are and how thorough the character development is based on the extra time that MiHoYo is taking. So that's why I'm excited for the Keqing banner. I'm personally really hyped for 1.3 as well, and I have a lot of really positive things to say about my hopes for the game and the 1.3 patch. So if you've enjoyed this quick little video, make sure to drop a subscription down to my YouTube channel below if you want to see more Genshin Impact content. I'm going to be making more guides when 1.3 comes out, and of course I'm going to be making more discussion videos because I really like to talk. If you like live content, make sure to go drop a follow at twitch.tv/Braxophone. I post a stream schedule here and in my Discord every single week, so you can find me there, or you can just drop a follow and turn on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I am live. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you later.